Greetings, folks. Look, isn't it all starting to kick off again now between, Micheál Martin this week being voted in as the next Taoiseach. They're fighting like rats in the Dáil. The conflict of interests of Verona Murphy as the new Ceann Comhairle, and Michael Lowry, and and Donald Trump. Then we see, and Elon Musk. They're doing unbelievable work in America. And Donald Trump is only in 24 hours. And what had we to face last night? A storm, massive storm now, with potentially 1 million customers in Ireland without power. I myself here in Knocknagoshel in the Castle Island electoral area, the storm raged at about 1:30 a.m. and we were without power and broadband services now from 2:30 a.m. this morning. And the ESB have said because of so many customers without power, it could take 9 days before it gets back up and running. Look, we're after being through the mill with snow there only 2 weeks ago, and for a whole week, and now we've these power outages. I believe Tralee Town has power, Castle Island Town, I was in there myself, and Garvey's shop, which is, I always said it was the best super value and shop in the country. They're fair play to them. They're operating off a backup generator, and all the staff have shown up for work. And I mean, it's really challenging for them because they've had power outages and probably didn't get much sleep either last night because of the gale force winds. I never in my life did I hear wind like it. It was unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. It kept me awake all night. But look, I mean, Helen McEntee there now as Minister for Education, she should be recusing herself from that position, because there's a total conflict of interest now between her and her husband and the Department of Education. Her husband is working for a pharmaceutical company that supplies puberty blockers, and there Verona Murphy, the Ceann Comhairle, a massive conflict of interest with her involvement with Michael Lowry, and her as an independent, and the way she carried on and conducted herself on the first day of the Dáil was reckless. I thought absolutely reckless what went on in the Dáil between the whole lot of them. They were like a shower of rats. This has gone to Donald Trump, Elon Musk, right around the world now. This video footage of scenes of what happened in government buildings, it was an absolute joke. When you think of like Michael Lowry now, he's going to be a big problem now for the government with the DPP case coming down the tracks. But one thing I'd like to ask Michael Lowry is, why did he stab his back on the people who supported him 30 years ago in Thurles, who got him on the road? Why did he think so little of him to do what he did? But I'll come back to you when Michael Lowry gives me a statement on that, because it's not nice to turn your back on people, that started you out in business and in politics. And that's what he did to local people in his own town. Look, it's more of the same for the next 4 years. Look, we see Ballybunion there. Anton Tracy bought the Ballybunion Golf Hotel when it was on the market for, I believe, €650,000. He's part of the Tracy Hotel chain of hotels in Wexford, and he might confirm exactly what he paid for the hotel, because I know builders that wanted to buy that hotel and were told, they would have to get planning permission to do anything with the hotel, and that there was a health and safety issue, that the hotel wasn't structurally safe or sound, and it would have to be knocked to the ground, and it would cost €1 million to knock it to the ground. But that hotel was bought by Anton Tracy, and I believe Gary O'Driscoll were the auctioneers who sold the hotel, and the hotel was only closed for a number of weeks, and it was back up running as a refugee and asylum centre, which housed Ukrainians. All he did seem to do was put in beds and mattresses and had it back up and running. He's made millions upon millions, and this guy ended up in the High Court with his wife in relation to their divorce, he might confirm how many millions now he's made from housing these Ukrainian refugees who were at the peaceful protest the last night, and they don't want to be evicted out of the hotel and replaced by male migrants. There's rumours that there could be 250 men going in there any day. Look, the people of Ballybunion now need to rally together and stop this from happening in their own town. I explained the other day what happened, what I knew about two migrants living in an Atlas house, and you know, they're telling us, the government are telling us that these men are vetted, when it clearly shows now that they're not being properly vetted. I mean, when are the government deporting them back? I sent an email to Micheál Martin and, you know, the Minister for Integration. I also sent it to Donald Trump and Elon Musk, because look, you know, we need to look after our own Irish people now. And look, I'm on a mission still to find out where my votes have gone, that you, the great people of Kerry, voted for me. So if anyone else voted for me, please email me at info@michellekeane.ie, because I am on a serious mission and working really hard behind the scenes in proving that this election, in my opinion, was rigged. Look, I, Michelle Keane, am keen on my country. And people, stay safe today in the aftermath of the storm, and be kind and be nice to your neighbours. Because look, all we have is each other. And there's no better people than the Irish themselves to look after each other. Goramila Mahagif.